What a way to start the day.
I'm not going to be nice to the CFMOTO. We are overheating. I really want to see how much abuse it can take. Yeah, this is fun. There, and up she goes. Woo! It's all...
All right, hey, do it again. I'm gonna get another picture.
Good morning, guys. It's 6 o'clock and I'm just about to hit the road heading for Tennessee. We're gonna go down to Windrock. Gonna be an awesome time. Gonna meet up with my buddy Blake from Team MSC and some of his friends, as well as Jason, New York Mike, and some of the other guys you know. So stay tuned, it's gonna be a wicked adventure. Let's hit the road. All right, it's 14 and a half hours later, guys. It was a hassle getting here, but look who I found.
What's
we
up,
got
man?
Blake right here. I'm gonna blind you at this light a little bit.
Yeah, here I am.
Who else we got here? Introduce yourself.
My name is Justin. I go by Justin the Creator on YouTube. I do a lot of stuff for Main Street. Good buddy of Blake's.
Yep.
Awesome. So we're gonna team up and work some magic. But first, we got some issues going on with the CFMOTO. So in typical Razor owner fashion, I've arrived with a machine that's not ready to ride.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do? What are you holding?
Well, we've done pressed you in a bearing. Old Joel Crane back at the shop, he took care of us here. And we got the rear spindle. Didn't have you an arm ready in time.
That's fine.
It's kind of last minute, but I think we'll be able to adjust the camber, the toe. We'll work things out and we're gonna have a good time.
We're gonna make it good enough.
That's right, it's gonna be fun.
You guys probably don't know yet is the CFMOTO got rolled. We'll explain that later, but the rear trailing arm and the hub assembly on the passenger side and the rear is pretty tweaked. And then what else are we gonna do? We put the ECU in already.
Yeah, we've got the ECU in for the Team MSC tune for the zforce 950H OEX. So that's got a massive amount of benefits. Julian's going to finally be able to rip in low gear.
Yes.
We raised the RPM limit. You're going to be able to that low gear limit that's in the 950H OEX is gone. So be able to rip. And also, you won't be stalling out when you're going up the hills and stuff.
Nice.
Like, you know.
So basically, what you're doing is you're just unlocking the power that's already there.
Yeah. And then we fine tune the AFRs, and we optimize the power. We adjust the timing a little bit. Then we get into that pedal. So that pedal is drive-by-wire, right? So we can adjust the throttle mapping. We make it smoother. And we got you around 8.5 horsepower gain.
Nice.
On the 950H OEX just with a tune.
So what power does that put me at?
Oh man, 72.
It's like 80 horsepower?
Yeah, we're at 80 horsepower to the wheel.
Cool.
80 horsepower to the wheel.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. The drive line is pretty efficient in the CFMOTOs, but for real, when you put them on the dyno, you see that they're actually throwing down some really good power. This is rated at 90 horsepower. And on our dyno to the wheel, we got 70, some of them get 71, 72 on a few base runs.
Still pretty good though.
So yeah, still great. So, but anyways, we've got the tune in there, so there's tons of benefits with that, cooler exhaust temps and all. He's got an aftermarket exhaust, so we're gonna see some even more gains with that. Yeah,
we got the GGB on there, the duals, and then on top of that, we got the 32s on now. So what do we need for that?
Yeah, you need a Team MSC Stage 3 trail clutch kit. So we've got that for you. That's what I'm actually going to be working on. We're going to swap that out right out here at Windrock, right off of Windrock Road, leading into the park late at night. But what better time than the night before we're going to go out and ride?
It's all part of the game, right?
Yeah, this is normal, right?
So let's jack it up. You work on the clutch.
Okay.
I'll start getting that wheel off and I'll pull the hub assembly.
Yep.
And then hopefully when we're both done, we'll we'll be ready to rock.
Yep, let's do it, man.
Sweet. Okay, we are digging in here. I got the hub off. We got the new hub ready to go on here. This is all disassembled in the dark on the gravel. Here we got my belt. If you guys remember the first trail ride video we really did, I smoked the clutch so hard it was like, looked like a tire fire. My belt's smoking, but we made it. I thought I was doing a burnout, then I realized it was my clutch. Blake's got the clutches off here. Let's see what's going on. He's got a little workstation set up here. Oh, are you putting some Segway clutches on the CFMOTO?
No, no, no.
Look at this. He's got a vise and everything.
Right up here at the cabinet. It's like Windrock left it for us. They knew we were coming. No, I was prepared. We're about to put the stage 3 clutch kit in. So in the secondary,
we've
got our, that's our stage 2 spring.
That
spring
is
designed by
huge.
Vati Verica. Yeah, she's stout. She's stout. And then we've got our beautiful trail helix right here. That's our trail helix.
Look at that. That is a nice piece. Yep. Oh, it's an aluminum piece.
Yeah, that's right.
Vati Verica as well, right?
Vati Verica, yep.
Where are they based out of?
They're based out of Finland.
Finland, okay,
and
cool.
What's awesome about them is, so we're their exclusive dealer. We work hand in hand with Billy from Vati Verica, and we get to do a lot of testing and input here in the States, in the U.S. But Billy, he's a mad scientist. He's over there in Finland. Doing a lot of testing. He's also the one that supplies the CFMOTO Thunder racing team. If you ever see them, they're doing big things for CFMOTO. They're running this same clutch kit setup. They're running all those performance parts from Vati Verica. So we really love our relationship that we have with them. Awesome guys over in Finland.
So that's awesome. It's cool to see, because I mean, CFMOTO has been very established overseas for many decades now, right?
Yeah,
we're coming to the party late when it comes to CFMOTO. I think a lot of people need to remember that CFMOTO has been around for a heck of a long time, and they've been the #1 selling brand in Europe for many years now.
There's way more CFMOTOs over there in Europe, and it's amazing. It's kind of weird because all the other manufacturers started their big market in the U.S. where, you know, CFMOTO did it backwards. They came to us last.
At the end of the day, though, it comes down to one key point: exchange rate and price point. You can buy in a lot cheaper, right? Regardless of whether you're working on a CFMOTO or any other machine, there's not many modifications out there that will give you the bang for buck as clutching will. Do you have a video on your channel that goes over that?
Okay. We have several videos where we show how to install it properly. So yeah, make sure you follow that.
Because we're not going to go into detail in this video, but if you need the step-by-step, then Blake's already got some content on his channel. So check that out. CV Tech clutches, you were saying, right?
Yeah, CV Tech.
Yeah, noticeable difference on this helix.
Yeah.
A little bit of wear. Doesn't have much mileage on it.
Something that you can replace on these as well over time. Yours has not got hardly any wear, but yeah, you can replace these. You can go to our OEM parts tab at mainstreetcycle.com and get these. They're real cheap, so anytime you've got several miles on yours and you're going into your clutches, you can order these, swap them out, and you'll have fresh sets. So pretty nice.
Clutches are maintenance items, guys. It's not put it in and forget about it. If you ride hard and aggressive, you need to be into these clutches on an occasional basis, just to make sure, because you don't want to wait until these wear out super bad, because they're going to cause collateral damage.
That's right. Yeah, you don't want them super flat, because that rides on here, but it's not going to operate correctly. You know, so if those are super wore out. That's right.
Although my belt might say otherwise. All right, I'm gonna get back to that hub, man.
All right, buddy.
So yeah, never a dull moment, guys. I think you're used to these trail side / parking lot fixes by now. So I'm gonna get this new hub assembly back on there. Look at this wheel bearing, it's so cute. It's so little. Man, I thought the the Razor wheel bearings left a little bit to be desired, but these things are tiny. But we'll see how long they last. But what we have planned is we have, today is Wednesday night. We have Thursday, we'll be riding all day. So tomorrow, and we'll be riding all day Friday and all day Saturday. So there's a ton of content coming your way, guys, from this trip. I've got the Razor in the trailer just in case, and we got the CFMOTO, so I'm probably going to drive the CFMOTO tomorrow and on Friday, and then I'll decide whether I want to ride the CFMOTO some more, or if it's still holding together, or if I want to take the Razor out on Saturday. I haven't decided yet. So we'll probably break this series up into 3 videos, 1 for each day, and that'll just keep it a little bit more contained and easier to follow for you guys, because we'll have different people riding on different days. So it's going to be a really good time with a real good mix of machines, and you guys will get a good taste again of what the CFMOTO can handle, because you want to see it on the real trails and kind of a real world comparison. Then, I mean, I can't think of a better place than here in Tennessee. I mean, if it can handle and keep up with the rest of the machines out here, then it can handle anything. So it's gonna be a really good test for it. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm super excited. This thing's growing on me, so it's gonna be a lot of fun thrashing a different machine out on these trails, because I'm so used to the Razor. I've had it for so long. It's really fun to change it up. Good morning, guys. I am super excited. Let's take a look at what we're gonna be riding with. We've got the zforce here, ready to rock. Its first ride on 32s. We've got the heavy duty, high clearance, arched rear radius rods here. We're ready to rock. Really excited to try this thing out and finally get a real kind of a trail test. I'm telling you, if it can handle Windrock with the rest of the machines over the next few days, that's the test you guys have all been waiting for. Will it hold with the rest of the pack? I don't know. Let's see. This thing though, look at this. This is a zforce 950 HOEX on 35-inch stickies, Rockzilla stickies. Isn't that crazy? Look at that sweet Team MSC cage. The Moorhead Engineering arched forward-facing heavy-duty A-arms. But look at these tires, 35s, guys, on a zforce. Looks awesome with that cage, which has just convinced me I need to cage the zforce, because that stock cage versus this cage, there's no comparison. This is awesome. It's got the cargo box in the back, and actually Blake brought me a cargo box as well, because there's no real storage options on the CFMOTO stock like most machines, and I carry a lot of gear for filming and stuff. But let's talk about this machine too. Look at that, guys. We got a Segway Villain also on 35s. A Segway Villain on 35s. This is crazy. Also on Rockzillas. So these guys definitely have the right tires for where we are. I'm rocking the 32-inch Tusk Megabytes, and they look little compared to these guys on 35s. They're one-upping me. But I don't know, I feel that this 32 is, it's the right size tire for this chassis for mixed use. It's going to be interesting to see how these work on 35s and how they hold together, and whether you can lay into them and whether the power is there, and that's what we're going to figure out today. Look at this. Blake runs Real Talk Power Sports. If you haven't figured that out yet, check them out. Does a lot of great CFMOTO content. And he also works for the guys at Team MSC, Main Street Cycle, America's #1 CFMOTO dealer. But a lot of the parts you see on this machine are from the guys at Team MSC, and they've really been helping me out with building this thing. Yeah. They've also got a Segway Fugelman here. I don't know what the plan with this thing is. It's completely stock, besides the windshields, I think. And it looks like it's got a enclosure. But yeah, I don't think we're taking this thing out today. Here we got Justin's machine, his 950 HOEX. Justin's also got a YouTube channel, Justin the Creator. He makes some really cool content. He's really nice at filming like cinematic stuff. He's got a good eye with the camera. Super cool guy. He's got some cool 3-star clear kind of lower doors on here. You can see through them. See that? It's like a tinted plastic. And the roof is the same. It's like a tinted roof. Really neat. He's got a set of 32-inch EFX Moto Ravage tires on there. So we'll see. That tire is a lot more similar to my tire. So we'll see how these compare. I mean, it's going to be hard to compete with the sticky compound Maxxis Rockzillas that are on the Segway and on Blake's zforce. but we'll see if we can fix that with the skinny pedal. I'm really excited to see how the zforce feels with the new clutching and the ECU tune and all the limiters gone. I'm really looking forward to that. So that's gonna be really cool. We put a new belt on there too, because the one that was on there was it was already starting to delaminate. It would have blown really soon, probably because I smoked it pretty hard on the last ride. And then really we have not been nice on that belt from the first day we got that thing. So probably a big reason it was showing signs of wear already, with only around 100 and like 150 miles on it maybe. But once again, that probably has a little bit to do with how we were using it. Got the light bar up on there too. Looks like it's pointing down a little bit too much, so I'll have to adjust that. But yeah, the Z's starting to look a little bit better. Big shout out to the guys at Team MSC for inviting me out here and including me in all the fun. We're gonna film some great content for you guys to enjoy. I'm not gonna be nice to the CFMOTO, I'll be honest with you. I really wanna see what it's made of. I really wanna see how tough it is and if it holds together. And I really wanna see how much abuse it can take. I mean, that doesn't mean I'm gonna go out there looking to break it. We are gonna push its limits and kind of see where those are. So hopefully you guys enjoy that, because I know I will. I'm gonna get the camera gear all set up. I'm gonna get some more stuff into the CFMOTO. We'll get that rear cargo box installed quickly, and then we're gonna meet up with a bunch of guys. We're gonna do some breakfast, then we're gonna hit the trails. Big shout out to everyone watching. Thank you for all your support. We just hit 80,000 subscribers. That is a huge milestone, and I couldn't have done it without all you guys, so thank you. If you haven't subscribed yet, then consider doing so. I'd appreciate it. Follow us on Instagram and on Facebook. And you can also check out the Shopify store. It's another great way to support the channel. And as always, support those who support you. So check out some of our sponsors and our friends and see if you can give them a little bit of support. If you're looking for CFMOTO aftermarket accessories or buying a CFMOTO in the United States, then it's worth the trip to Mississippi to talk to the guys at Team MSC. You got to deal with companies that are passionate about the industry. If you want to be treated like you deserve to be treated and like you should be treated, you gotta work with people that understand what you want. Let's dig in here and then we'll figure out kind of a plan. We'll talk to Blake and Justin, and we'll see what the scoop is for today, and we'll see what trail we're hitting first at Windrock. So before we head for breakfast, we're gonna have to install the rear cargo box on the zforce. We got some other guys here. Look who we found.
My name's Steven. I'm owner of Main Street Cycle, and I just do my best to keep Blake straight.
Well, you're gonna have to step it up, because I think he's been causing some trouble online.
Yeah,
so
a troublemaker.
So we're gonna go out, we're gonna ride together today and have a good time, and then I'm assuming we're just gonna escalate that on Friday and on Saturday, because the closer to going home we get, the harder the riding becomes, right?
That's right, that's right.
You don't feel so bad breaking it an hour before you go home.
Yeah, just not today, not today.
And he said he don't care if he breaks it, because it's just on your dime anyways,
never
right?
Does care.
Yeah.
That's the bad thing. He never does care.
I'm going over here. I'm gonna get Blake in trouble.
Yeah, got the CFMOTO cargo box. Fits perfect in this bed, if you want to call it a bed. And then we got our CF quick connects, and those just go right in here.
It looks better already with the box just sitting there.
Yeah.
Because the rear ends on these, they just look so bare, right?
There you go. That was
Nice.
it.
Wow, they lock in from the outside. That's
it.
cool.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, I'm pumped about this.
Yeah, there we go. Then we got two in the front.
Next step is to fill it up.
Food and snacks, or with camera gear and tools.
I think we should balance things out. I'm feeling like I'm on these little dinky tires here. You're making the 32s look like stock tires.
Oh man, yeah, those tires, I'm ready to see how they do. They look nice. They're gonna do well.
This center console bag here?
Yes,
oh,
center
nice.
console bag. Yeah,
Wow, it fits in there really nice.
That's right. You can get all this stuff from teammscparts.com, and they're nice. I really like this. Super quick install. We'll just pop these out, bolt it right to it, and then there's two down the bottom, and we're done.
Awesome. It's so important to have this storage space in these machines, because it comes at a real premium. No matter which machine you buy, you always want more storage space. TeamMSCparts.com, guys. Support those who support us. Loads of storage space in there for my camera gear and snacks and whatever else you want. It's even got a drain plug in there in case you want to keep your beverages cool. Look at this. It's fancy. Ooh. Yeah, it looks good on there. All right, guys. We are heading to breakfast. Go get something to eat before we hit the trails. Break in that belt. Wow, that clutch feels good! What a difference. clutching, it feels like it's got more power and I'm on 32s. This is great. I'm really, really looking forward to the day now. Exhaust sounds awesome. Also, I don't have a front sway bar and it feels really nice. You notice the difference without it. So here we are in Oliver Springs, Tennessee. Just going into town to Ruby's Diner. Wow, it feels good. Dude.
What's that?
Oh man, it feels like it's got more power on 32s than it did on stock tires.
Absolutely, man.
That clutch engagement is so nice and the acceleration is so much better, man.
Good
job. Wait till we break the belt in. I just tell myself don't be too hard on it. Where are we at, boys?
We're at Ruby's restaurant, or cafe, Ruby's Cafe, and we're about to get some good grub, man. Good breakfast.
We got to get our calories because we got a lot of carnage to cause today, don't we?
That's right. That's right. Yes.
They have biscuits and gravy.
We're done with breakfast. We're all filled up and ready to roll. The machines are pretty much set up. We got all our camera gear dialed in. We got the cooler stocked up. You guys ready to rock or what?
Ready to go, but first I'm going to add some Team MSC Shine.
Yeah, we're gonna spray these things down. It's just like a protectant spray. It makes your plastics look nice, and I'm hoping it helps with washing, to be honest with you. I don't care so much how it looks. Well, maybe I do. Ooh, look at that. She looks fresh.
Yeah, we'll let it set.
It looks new. Wait, I wish you guys had smell-o-vision.
Yeah, it smells good. It smells
Is that
good.
watermelon?
Yep, watermelon.
Organic watermelon. You hear that, guys? I got some too. I'm gonna spray mine down. Usually I'm not much into the, you know, the show, but I gotta keep up with these boys from MSC, you know, and their trailer queens. Oh man, I'm gonna be eating my words soon. Right, let's spray this guy down. Oh yeah. All right. They're all shined up. We sprayed them down. They're looking good. Look how fresh and clean this thing is. Wonder how long that'll last out here. Machine's looking way better with that rear cargo box on it. I really like the way it changes the look of the machine. Today's passenger is my camera container. I haven't ridden solo for a while. Sometimes I like riding alone, but I definitely prefer riding with my co-pilot and camera girl, Ksenia, who's at home watching the kids while I'm out here having fun. So thanks, babe. Look at this beast. What a nice machine you've built, man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, this is one of the meanest looking CFMOTO 950s out there.
Yeah,
And probably one of the only ones sitting on 35s right now.
Yeah, 35 Rockzillas, I haven't seen any.
So this is really, like, honestly, this is going to be a solid test for this machine.
Absolutely.
If it can get through this weekend on these 35s without any issues, then that says a lot, because that's a lot of tire, man. Stand next to that thing.
That's a lot of meat.
You're a big boy.
Yeah,
and
6'1", 225. That's some meat.
It's a lot
right
of
there.
tire. It makes the 32s look tiny.
Yeah.
Yours look a little bigger, Justin, with the bigger rims.
Yeah.
But mine look dinky. You know, they say everything's bigger down south.
Hey, that's right.
Ready to hit the trails. We're gonna go get our trail passes. Remember, guys, when you're riding trails here or anywhere, you got to get those trail passes. I don't want to see you online complaining about, you know, trails being messy, trails not being maintained, bad trail conditions. None of that's possible unless you support the trail networks, and the only way you can do that is by buying a trail pass.
That's right.
Yeah, you got to support these parks, because I mean, what point is having these machines? We got nowhere to use them.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's hit the trails. That's why we're here. I am really, really excited about the CFMOTO and testing it. It feels so much better. We are just getting to Windrock here. We're at the Windrock trailhead in the Windrock General Store. We're gonna go get our trail passes now. And the fun will begin shortly. Ooh. Hey, I'm just doing some mathematics here. 3-day pass is what we need. It's $67. A 1-year pass is $128. That means we only have to come here twice to make it worth it.
Exactly. I think we can.
You think I can twist your arm and get you to come out here again?
I think so. We're going to have to do it again. Get this annual pass. We got to come back.
You don't want to waste money.
Right. Yeah.
Coming here makes financial sense.
Exactly. I'm with you. Let's do it.
This place is loaded. Lots of goodies. It's pretty cool. We were in there at the Windrock store and met a few people that watched the channel. That's pretty neat. People like, hey, you're from Canada, aren't you? I'm like, guilty. So now we're just airing down the tires a little. You don't leave home with one of your nice low pressure tire gauges here. This is a Tusk unit. They're nice and cheap on the Rocky Mountain ATV website and they work really good. They're nice accurate readings down low. Looks like I got 7 in there right now. I'm gonna drop a little more. I'm gonna run 6 in all 4 corners. These Tusk Megabyte tires have a pretty tough carcass, so they're not as soft and flexy as some of the other tires I run. Like the XCR 370s have a really soft sidewall. They seem to conform well. These Megabytes are a lot tougher. In that sense, they're not as soft and flexible, so you can run a little bit less air pressure in them. And I got 6 in there now, so that'll do. We'll see how that feels. They're also brand new tires, so they're not really broken in yet or anything. All right, you want this thing?
Yeah, please.
Cool. All right, so I'm pretty much ready to rock, and we'll just get everyone else aired down, and we'll hit the trail. Blake, what trail are you thinking we're gonna hit first?
I think we're going to take 2 out of here and go from trail 2 to trail 16.
Okay.
2 is like a blue trail, easy, you know.
Warm us up.
Yeah, and then that leads us to trail 16, and that is a black trail.
What's the hardest trail here?
Double black.
Double black, okay.
Yeah.
So that's good. And the guy in the store there was saying that 16 is a fun one with some pretty tricky parts on it. You've run it before.
Yeah, I've ran it one time last year, and it was pretty gnarly. It was cool.
So take a look at these machines, guys, because they won't be this clean for much longer. Supposedly it's incredibly dusty out there. If we do get a bit of showers later on tonight or into the night, then it'll actually probably be a pleasant thing because it'll cut down on the dust tomorrow. I'll take wet over dusty any day. Let's get ripping. Colors are changing. There's still a lot of leaves on the trees, so it's gonna make for a nice scenic and enjoyable ride. Hopefully the weather stays good, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. So here we are, trail 2, guys. Let's pop her in the low range and see how she feels. Low gear, 4-wheel drive. Let's see how it feels. Wow, it's dusty. We are overheating. And my rod must be dirty, but I thought it was clean.
Yes, I mean it looks clean.
It doesn't look like it's bad.
Right.
I mean, at the pace we're moving, there should be enough airflow, and like the fan alone should keep it cool.
Yeah, we will. Justin's got a pretty cool toy, and
it's got a battery operated pressure washer. You Americans and your guns, look at that thing.
Oh man.
That is awesome. So I doubt it's the middle. I'm guessing it's like the sides. Let me run back there and let me just pressure wash the crap out of it, because what we're gonna do with this, we're just gonna go further down the trail. It's gonna overheat again. Let's cut our losses. I can make it back there in 5 minutes. Okay. And then let me pressure wash it as much as I can, and that will fix the problem instead of just putting a Band-Aid on it right now. I know it's a pain in the ass because we just got here.
No, it's not.
But, so we're just doubling back. There's a pressure washer back at the Windrock General Store. And I'm gonna go wash the rat out really good. It must just be a dirty rat. Blake was telling me that this is an issue on these things. You really gotta be mindful of the rat. Coming from the razor world, it's not something I'm used to worrying about. So just a lesson I need to learn. So I'm going a little faster to keep some airflow. It's not that hot out, so it should be cooling. I washed the rat out really good. 6 minutes worth. So supposedly these things get plugged up from behind and they look clean from the front. So I think we got the best we could. So let's give it a shot. Hopefully that cures all our problems. Listen to that GGB sing, guys. Woo! Let's rip. Man, Trail 16.
Yep, about to hit it.
The fun is about to begin. Look at these machines. So that Team MSC spray works really good at changing their color.
Yeah.
We might have miscalculated that one.
Yeah, yeah, but it'll make for just washing it right off.
I'm sure we can find a puddle.
Yeah.
Machine's feeling good. Everything's feeling good. It is dusty out here. So let's see how these machines do. Let's see how the 35s do on the CFMOTO zforce 950. Rockzilla stickies, and then the 32s on mine. 32s on Justin's, 35s on the Segway. We'll see if the tires make a big difference or if it all comes down to the driver mod today.
That probably is going to play a factor.
Yeah. A bit of luck here and there too doesn't hurt.
Yeah, that's right.
So what's this trail like? Is it a long one?
Yeah, it's a pretty long one. It's going to take us a while to get down there. I can't remember actual time. But
well, let's see what kind of trouble we can get into.
Go check it out, bud.
All right.
Let's go.
I'll follow you. Alrighty. We got Blake out front. We got Justin behind me. And behind Justin, we got Steve. Trail 16 is a black trail. Double black are the hardest. And black is somewhere a step below that. Blake says he's done this one in the past and it's fun. Coming from the front prop shaft. It seems like there's some slop in the U-joints already. Not to the point where I'm being concerned, but something I'm going to keep an eye on. As I mentioned in previous videos, my biggest concern with any machine is long-term reliability and longevity. So that's the real test for this machine that we'll be focusing on. Definitely has quite a bit more ground clearance in front of me. running on those 35s, right? And he's also got forward-facing A-arms from Moorhead Engineering, and they're high clearance A-arms, so he's got a little bit more clearance out front there too. He's got the same rear radius rods as me. The Misfit Garage ones. He's got the old model on there, so his tube diameter is a little smaller than mine. They've upsized the tubing diameter on the newer models, or the more recent production units. Otherwise, his machine is set up very similar to this one. We're both on stock suspension, although he has aftermarket helper springs. Heck, we should be going up this once we're done going down it. Clutching feels excellent. In comparison to stock, it's a massive difference. The brakes are really squeaky, but I think they're just full of dirt and debris. All this dust here. I greased the heck out of the front A-arms, and I put a ton of grease on the rear sway bar to hopefully reduce that binding noise you guys were hearing in the last video. Some guys online told me that greasing the sway bar a lot can help with that noise. I'm still hearing it a bit, but it's not as bad. Oh boy, that is a serious, serious climb. Oh hell yeah, that is what we signed up for. Woo-hoo! I'm gonna get out and get a shot of you. Alright. This is why we came. So, Trail 16, nice long climb here. Blake's gonna hit it first in his 950 on 35-inch sticky rock stillas. Next will be the Segway Villain on 35 stickies. Then Justin will hit it, and then I will. So this is the hill. We're halfway up it. Next is Mr. Steve in the Segway Villain on 35s. This thing is completely stock. It's sitting on 35s, stock clutching, stock everything. Nothing has been changed on this unit. It is brand new. So let's see how well it can handle a 35 stock. I mean, obviously it would benefit from clutching. That's a no-brainer. But for now, we won't worry about that. Run what you brung. The 35s help so much with the ground clearance, and those Maxillas have so much grip, or the Roxillas. Doing well so far. choosing a different line. Can't always get it on your first shot. You got this. A couple inches makes a big difference, guys. You know that. Shooting on your fancy iPhone there?
Yeah, I didn't pull my big camera out yet. I didn't want to miss anything.
You got Blake manning the camcorder up there.
Here comes Julian.
Woo! All right, let's see what the CFMOTO can do.
Lock it in. Different. It's not something you're used to, and it kind of gets the hair standing up on your back a lot better, because I know exactly how I'd hit that in the Razor, and hitting it in the CFMOTO that way didn't work. So yeah, pretty cool. I'm excited. Worked well. So Blake was saying that I didn't have the locker engaged, which I didn't. I didn't think I would need it, and he's saying that's probably why I struggled, because my one wheel was just spinning when it was up in the air. So I'm gonna try locking the front end in the next climb, see if it makes a difference. Not used to having to engage a locker when I'm riding the Razor, because it doesn't have that option. Flex her out.
this is one of those spots where the camera just doesn't do the terrain justice. It's really hard picking up like the angles and the off-camber situations here. It's actually pretty extreme towards the driver's side here, but on video it doesn't look like anything much.
That thing is, it looks like a beast.
It's awesome. It is awesome.
Is it fun?
It is.
Yeah.
You're going to have to get in it ready whenever you're ready.
I'm going to have to give it a try later.
You're ready.
Let's keep going.
Yeah, this is fun. Little bit of a throttle blip there, and up she goes. Woo! It's all about throttle control. You can definitely feel the difference when the locker is engaged in the steering. Let's see what's next. Ooh, big bump. Woohoo! Body modification. Oh yeah! Is that supposed to upset me? Because it doesn't. Some engine braking. In 4x4 you can feel the engine braking in 4 low. That's nice, it's actually not bad. I'm not sure if that's from the clutch modifications or if it's like that in the factory too, but I'm definitely feeling some solid engine braking right now. Yeah, it's really engaging now. Interesting. So I'm in 4 low unlocked. Any new machine, it takes some getting used to. You got to learn the machine, you got to get to know it, how it functions, its weaknesses, its strengths, how it differs from the other machines we're used to. Hit the skid plate there. Like in the Razor, if you flip the throttle and it's freewheeling down the hill, it'll engage the engine braking. It's really strong actually. Yeah, it's really nice. This looks like a real deep spot. Looks like Blake's getting out. Oh yeah, I got my first body modification. Yeah, it's a proud moment when you get your first real scratch. It's not something to be sad about. You gotta embrace it. Oh, look, I got another one here. Nice. 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 It's gonna start looking like the Razor real soon. This camera angle actually did a really good job capturing the depth of this rut here in this washout, and this is what most of them look like. It basically just swallows your machine. Keep in mind, we're hitting this when it's incredibly dry. Imagine how different this terrain would be if it was wet out. This also really does a good job of showing the ground clearance difference between Blake's machine on 35s and mine sitting on the 32s with the OEM A-arms. Also, if you pay attention, you can notice how the suspension in the front moves differently on my machine versus Justin's behind me. He still has his front sway bar attached. Hey guys, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. These off-camera washouts like the one coming up, you really don't have much choice but to ride the bank with your wheel, or basically in this case, your door rubbing. So if you don't want to scratch up your trailer queen, then maybe these aren't the trails you should be on. Blake got some body mods. I might get some too. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, we can't roll. Can't really roll because there's a hole there. Oh man, this is great. That's what I signed up for. I've said it before and I'll keep saying it over and over again. Don't expect to ride terrain like this without an aftermarket skid plate unless you want issues. Upgrade your skid plate to something quality so it can take a hit and use it as a tool. Don't be afraid to beat on your machine. It should be able to take anything you throw at it as long as you have the adequate underbody protection. I consider it one of the most important upgrades on any vehicle.
Oh boy, my door is taking a beating. Whoops! Oh boy! My rear fender is taking a beating too. This is hilarious. Oh! Oh! We're over! The roof hit. This is great. I'm having so much fun. We were just having we just had a little trail break there, and we were talking about how funny it is that I was so openly against CFMOTO a few years back, and that I actually was open-minded enough to give him a chance again, and I'm so glad I did because I'm having a blast. Now, I've said it before, I really feel this brand has gone a long way and they continue to improve, which is why you're gonna see so much more of them.
Just a little update on the overheating situation we were experiencing earlier. Ever since rinsing out the rad, there has not been a single issue with the heat. The engine temps have stayed exactly where they need to be. So the culprit was just a dirty and plugged up rad, and we remedied that. So keep an eye on that, guys. Like I mentioned earlier, it's not something I'm used to really worrying about, but I guess the rads on these machines are a little bit more sensitive. In order to honor our agreement for an unbiased approach and full transparency, I just thought it would be cool to leave that in the video as more of a discussion point than anything else. Blake coming through this little rock garden going downhill. Steve and the Segway hitting the same obstacle. Man, that thing looks beefy on those 35s. Now, just in case you guys are thinking it, helmets are not required when you're out in Tennessee. It is a choice, and that's where we're gonna end that debate. Obviously, I always recommend safety gear, but at the end of the day, it's everyone's own decision to do what they want. Steve, what do you think of that villain, man?
Loving it.
Does it feel pretty good?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That suspension and power is on key.
What's not to love, right?
That's right.
I could think of worse ways to spend a Thursday afternoon.
Yes,
How
sir.
about you?
Yes, sir. Having a ball. Having a ball.
Alrighty. Let's go play in the rock garden. Works good.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I don't know how many of you guys are, but I was always a huge Ken Block fan, and it was sad to hear about his passing a few months ago. Him and his team at Hoonigan had a saying, it was kill all tires. Well, this next segment is dedicated to Ken.
Hey, do it again. I'm gonna get another picture. Oh no! Oh no! What a way to start the day. Look at all the black.
The rubber on the ground needs to be something.
Yeah?
Oh, all right, look, I got the smoke.
Oh, Julian has left his mark at Windrock. He laid the rubber down, and it's thick. Oh my goodness.
Well, my engine temp went up a little.
Good job, bud.
Oh man, I'm just having some fun, you know, who cares? They're just tires. I came out here to have a good time, and
Somebody had to do it.
yeah, we're just having fun, guys.
Oh, you can't even tell it.
Maybe a little. Oh, they're warm. Ooh, whoa! Oh, look at that one, I cute her. More edges.
Better tread
More
pattern.
grip.
Good job.
Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.
I know I can count on you to make me help
Absolutely.
me make bad decisions, right?
I'm sorry I twisted your arm on that one. Oh, your GoPro was running.
Oh, nice. Thanks, GoPro.
Great.
Hope you got a good shot. Still think CFMOTOs suck? I bet you don't have a smile like this sitting in the office watching this video. That was fun. A little bit of tire smoke. Take a little life off the tires, but who cares? That exhaust sounds great. It's really deep. It's got a nice bark to it.
some of you are gonna say doing a burnout on a bunch of rocks is just stupid and abusive and a waste of tires and money and all that stuff. If you want to get technical, then spending your money on anything that isn't a necessity of life and that doesn't aid in your survival can be considered wasteful. You don't come out off-roading, no matter who you are, to make good financial decisions and save money. If it puts a smile on your face and it does not come at the expense of anyone else, then I'd say you're having a good time, and it doesn't matter what it costs you, because at the end of the day, we're doing this for experiences and we're doing this for memories. It's about having a good time and spending that time with people you care about. We need to take a moment to think about how lucky we are that most of us live in a place where we do have disposable resources and the ability to enjoy pastimes like this. Bouncing the limiter in the last clip there, which is awesome because that's me in low gear and two-wheel drive. Having the MSC engine tune unleashes all your power in low gear. It gets rid of that stock low-range limiter, and it also bumps up your rev limit to give you a lot more usable speed and power in low range. upgraded clutching from MSC, in addition to the ECU tune, not only relieves a lot of the issues with the limiters, it also makes this machine so much snappier and so much more responsive. As soon as you touch that pedal, it's responding. And now when you lay into it, it's just asking for more.
Oh, cool. That's neat. I'm gonna pop into the floor, just slide on, slide off here. What a beauty view. Oh, you guys trading? He's trying. Musical side-by-sides. We're still on trail 16. Blake's driving the villain now. So we got Steve out front, in front of me here, driving Blake's 950. And then Blake's driving the villain 1000. So that's a 72-inch wide villain. Look at that stance, it's huge. Makes for a really nice stable machine.
You see Blake and Steve swap vehicles. It's so much fun getting into other machines, even if it's only for a few minutes on an easy trail. Experiencing different chassis, different manufacturers, it really just amplifies the fun. And it really lets you understand what you value in a machine, which is why I always tell people, if you're gonna be going out and doing a big money purchase of a new machine and you don't have much experience, do whatever you can to get out on the trail with some friends or people you know and just try to get into other machines, even if you're passenger, just to get a feel for what that machine offers so that you can make the right choice and get into the machine that suits your needs.
Wheel drive. Look at that awesome, awesome view. You can see the trails in the background there.
I probably don't need to say this, but the views off of all these trails are absolutely stunning, and getting a chance to experience it with the leaves changing here just adds another layer of beauty. So no matter what time of year you come here, you'll have beautiful views and amazing scenery. And we all know a good trail is a good trail, but a good trail with a awesome view is just so much more fun and so much more enjoyable. thinking we should be able to get more Segways out on future trail rides to let you guys see how those function. I think it's going to be a cool brand to pay attention to, especially if you've seen that new super villain they just released. I think it's going to be interesting to see what kind of innovations and changes trickle into the side-by-side industry over the next few seasons, especially since we've got a few brands trying to really break out and grab a bigger market share. Let's see what's out there. Dylan's doing great. What a view here. Look at that, guys. If you're not doing so already, make sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and on TikTok. Sure why Blake was turning around here. He's sitting in a villain on 35s and there's just this little twig in front of him. I mean, even the baby CFMOTO on 32s can do this. Admit that after doing the clutching and the ECU tune, the way this CFMOTO handles the slow speed technical crawling is very impressive. It shocked me. and I'm really enjoying it. It's working much better than I would have expected it to. Again though, I will repeat, the true test will be in the long term. Can this machine continue to perform this way over and over and over again?
This is great. CFMOTO's doing awesome. I am so impressed. Woo! Oh! Wow. I hope the camera got that. Yeah! Hell yeah! That was great. Clutching feels excellent. Really, really good. Really nice engagement, no belt slip. Really, really happy with it. Seriously, impressed guys. Completely different machine. If you got one of these, call up Team MSC or head to teammscparts.com and order yourself a stage 3 trail clutch setup and just wait to see the improvements. And if you're over there, make sure you get yourself an ECU tune as well. You might as well, you know, double them up, get full benefit. This machine finally feels like it should feel. Oh man, that was epic. I think I got a perfect shot of it. Oh yeah. Man, you should have seen him, he was up on 2 wheels.
Keep in mind guys, this is our first day out riding. We've got 2 more full days of riding ahead, so today we're kind of easing ourselves into it. We're not really overly pushing the machines, just making sure everything's okay. We'll be cranking it up tomorrow for sure. We'll have a bigger group out there. We'll be hitting a harder trail, and then we're really gonna push the bar on day 3. We're gonna hit Cadillac Hill. When I said we're gonna push these CFMOTOs to the limit and really test their capabilities, I wasn't joking. That doesn't mean going out and hammering on them to the point of destruction and being illogical, but it does mean really pushing the limits and seeing what they can take. That's the whole point of this adventure. That's the whole point of me getting this machine. It's to kind of once and for all decide what can these machines handle and maybe put more of a middle ground and a gray zone in between these 2 extremes that we have with CFMOTO, that love or hate kind of relationship a lot of people have. I want to kind of expose these machines and look at it in a logical way and maybe debate some of the facts that, like, you know, if this is what you're after, maybe a CFMOTO is right for you. If this is what you need, maybe CFMOTO isn't the right machine for you. And by presenting all this in this open and unbiased and transparent way, hopefully I can help you guys make the right decision when you're out shopping for your next machine or your first machine. If there's specific things you want to hear about, if there's specific things you want to see on the CFMOTO in future videos, then let me know. I'd love to hear your feedback. I'd love to hear your thoughts on how you think things are going so far, or if there's something specific I really need to test on this machine. Also, it'd be really cool to hear if this content is shifting your perspective on the CFMOTO brand at all, whether maybe it's something you would consider now after watching some of these videos if you've been misled in the past. But anyways, enough talk about that. We're back at the Windrock staging area here now, and we're gonna slowly head back to camp and go get some dinner and call it a night. It was a really great first day. All the machines worked awesome, so we were all really stoked about that, and we were really looking forward to hitting the trails tomorrow and kicking it up a notch. So we're gonna end the video here. We're just looking through some content, getting the batteries charged up. Blake was just going through some of the shots he got. Oh, yeah. And it's, what, 7:30 now, right? So it's past Blake's bedtime. That's the going thing. He's got to be in bed by 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock sharp, gotta be asleep.
You know, got to get the kids to bed. Anyways, we're just busting chops because, you know, that's what we do. I got to give it to you. You stayed up late last night.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's almost midnight, isn't it?
Yeah. Good.
You're doing well. I hope you can survive another day with us tomorrow. Anyways, we had a blast today. The machines worked really good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
The weather was perfect.
Fantastic.
Yeah, everything went really well. So tomorrow we'll have even more guys out. So I'm really looking forward to it. I think we're gonna kick it up a notch tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
So
Good.
Jason's coming, our buddy New York Mike's coming. You guys have some friends coming too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a guy from Florida coming.
Florida.
Yeah.
Listen to that, sweet.
I don't have any friends, so nobody's coming.
Oh man, we can be your friends, yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's not much, but it's something, right? Lots more ahead, so stay tuned. I can't wait to see how the CFMOTO performs tomorrow. Can't wait to see how that villain works, and then we'll stack them up against some other machines tomorrow. We'll have some razors out and a few other machines, so you guys will get a good perspective on how they're doing stacking up against other units. So ride safe out there, and we'll see you in the next video.
Nice.